Hey, what's going on? So today, yes, more on 6ix9ine, as in Tekashi. Shawn Mendes, Jussie Smollett, the latest with him, and this new show on Netflix that I found. You gotta check out. I'll let you know. All right, what's going on? Welcome to the Lesson Zero podcast. I'm Julian. It's nice to meet you. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and comment below. So we got to talk about 6ix9ine, as in Tekashi, his baby mama, Sarah Molina. She went on Vlad TV over the weekend, a couple days ago, and, well, you know what? Watch this.
His participation, and he is agreeing to disclose any other information as far as what happened and who was there and how it happened. And step forth, since he has done that, as long as he does not get into any further criminal activity or crime, all 9 counts are out the window. Like, that's how I take it. Basically, we could read in between the lines what his agreement was.
Yeah, I mean, I had our lawyer take a look at this.
Yeah.
And essentially what she's saying, which is kind of mind-blowing at this point, is that if he agrees to testify and work with, various law enforcement agencies to convict everybody who he got arrested with, they're going to drop all 9 charges and not prosecute, and he will walk away.
So this is what I think. And again, this is my opinion, but I think that Sarah is doing this to benefit herself. Maybe she wants to further expose Tekashi. I mean, she really doesn't need to go on Vlad TV to say all this, right? I mean, she's been doing a lot on the gram. She's already been, further exposing everything on social media. So, I'm a little, questionable. I question that. Also, put yourself in Tekashi's situation, not protecting him. Okay? Again, I'm not protecting him, but if you're in his shoes, if you're in his situation, would you snitch? Really think about that. Do me a favor, play that clip. So in case you didn't know, Kuda is his boy. And Kuda's the guy that he said, you know what? Hey, I'm going to pay you $20,000. I think he only paid him $10,000. Not that, this is not right at all to try and commit murder, right? Let's just make that clear. But anyway, he paid him this money, 10 grand, over an agreed 20 to shoot at Chief Keef. And he did it. And now he's going to supposedly snitch on him. Now, let me give you some facts in case you didn't know. Tekashi is facing a minimum of 47 years and a maximum of life in prison. 9 federal counts, including racketeering, conspiracy, firearms offenses, narcotics trafficking. It's a lot. Now, if he snitches, according to records, he could get out next year, January of 2020. Now, if he doesn't snitch, he's facing minimum of 47 years, meaning that he wouldn't be eligible to get out till he's 69 years old, right? Kuda's his boy. What do you do here? Do you snitch on all your homies, or do you bite the bullet and live that street code and face life in prison, or just hell a lot of years? Let's be honest. Even if he got out at 69, his life is over. Now, here's another thing to think about. And again, would you snitch if you're in Tekashi's situation? Make sure to comment below, okay? If he gets out, right? If he snitches and he gets out, you think that he can go back to regular life? His life is over, dude. His days, as far as I'm concerned, they're numbered. Even if he's under witness protection, his days are numbered. You also got to think about this. The word is that his homies, 9 Trey Bloods, were going to murder him anyway. So if that's also true, which I believe it is, then really there's no easy answer. He was going to get murdered anyway, so may as well snitch? I don't know. I don't think there's an easy answer like I mentioned. Make sure to comment below. If I was him, I probably wouldn't snitch. I don't think I'd snitch. You know what I mean? You decided to live this life. You got to live and die by this street code, as far as I'm concerned. Regardless if you're a real gangster or not. And another thing, man, Tekashi, he should have learned, man. I think the dude is super entertaining. He is. But he should have learned, don't record everything. As a matter of fact, don't record anything. If you don't know what I'm talking about, check it out.
Where you going to be at? I got a 30 pack right now, bro. 30 pack. swear to God, I got 35.
This is definitely for my Mendes army. Shawn Mendes is literally breaking records, man. He's breaking the internet. He broke the internet over the weekend, revealing pictures on his social media of his soon-to-be dropping Calvin Klein campaign. Over 7,600,000 likes as of this reading. That's over 7,600,000 likes. That's a lot of likes, right? Couple fun facts about Shawn Mendes, in case you didn't know. The dude's only, 20? So before he was 20, at the age of 16, he got his first record deal. He's been on Ellen 5 times. 5 times. And he's been on the cover of GQ Italia. And all 3 of his albums, they didn't go number 5 or number 4. They went number 1. And like I mentioned, the internet went kind of crazy when he dropped those teasers of his Calvin Klein campaign. Check out some of the reactions. And speaking of Justin Bieber, who do you think wore their Calvin Kleins better? Was it Justin or was it Shawn? Take a look again at these pics. Justin or Shawn? Or could it be this guy? So listen, I'm confused. We're going to talk about this Jussie Smollett situation. Of course, he's a star from Empire. Let me give you a backstory. January 29th, 2 a.m., he was at a Subway, and he allegedly says that he was attacked, by 2 masked men. They tied a rope around him. They poured bleach on him as they were yelling, "This is MAGA country," as they run away, Now, fast forward, more information has come out. Again, we don't know exactly what's fact. We don't know what's fiction, but police are saying that this could be orchestrated, Now, I've read a lot of information on social media, and this is where it gets confusing, where I read on social media that Jussie says that they were Caucasian, even though they were masked, and they end up being 2 African-American men. These 2 men are now allegedly saying that Jussie Smollett hired them to do this attack. The whole thing was a hoax, right? There's records of them buying the rope at a store, right? Jussie Smollett refused, I don't know if he's done it since then, to turn over his phone so they could go through the records and pictures and video. I don't understand that. Don't you think that's shady? Because what do you have to hide? I mean, you got porn on there? Nobody cares. The only video they found was those two men that were, since, they were taken in, and at the end of the day, they didn't find anything on them, and they're claiming that the whole thing was a hoax. Here's what I don't get. If it was a hoax, well, why would you do it? So, Jussie, why would you do it? Number 2, don't you think you would get caught? You're famous. You're on a hit TV show. Don't you think people are going to go through what you're saying with a fine-tooth comb? I mean, it doesn't make sense to me. So, I throw the question over to you. Make sure to comment below. Who do you believe? Do you believe Jussie Smollett? Do you believe the cops? And why? All right, comment below.
First blind date of my life.
All right, I'll cheers to that.
Hope you're not a serial killer.
Sarah?
Oh, hi,
Hey.
are you Nick?
Yes.
Hi.
I'm nervous, but I've never been on a blind date before, so.
Me either.
I'm like the goody girl, but I've never done a drug. And you?
Oh, yeah, I love them.
Oh my God. This conversation just took a really interesting turn.
Here's the first blind dates.
So before we get into it, I would love to hear your stories, and make sure to comment below. What is the best and worst date you've been on? And I want to hear the extreme stories. You know what I mean? What made it the most incredible date? What made it the worst date, and why? So the show is called Dating Around. It's on Netflix, and I'm a big fan of this. Why? Because dating is not smooth. You never have that chemistry. It's awkward. I mean, how many dates can you think of where it was cringeworthy, it was extremely awkward, you thought to yourself, oh my gosh, why am I on this date with this guy? Or this guy is perfect, right? Well, this show covers all that. Quick backstory, it's covered in New York City. They cover 6 singles in New York City, 5 first dates, and then at the end of the dates, the person gets to choose the one person they want to go on a second date with. And what I love about it is that they cover everyone from a young professional to a lesbian to a gay guy, all different ethnicities and cultures. They even cover a guy that's in his 70s and he's getting back in the dating game. So it's never too late to find love. And one episode in particular, I just got to share with you because it's trending all over on social media. I'll give you the quick backstory. Her name is Gurki. She's of Indian culture, and she goes on a date with this white guy, and they clash because her parents had an arranged marriage. She had an arranged marriage, started dating the guy at 21. And I love your comments on this, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. She marries a guy at 25. Now, she did say that she knew before she married the guy that he wasn't the one. You know what I mean? But she did it out of, I don't know if it's obligation or just because, you know, that's the culture. But he accused her of basically lying to her family, lying to herself, saying you should have never married the guy. And there's a culture clash because he's, you know, he's Caucasian and she's Indian, and she's saying you don't understand, you know, that's our culture. And it was definitely an uncomfortable situation. But yeah, I would love for you to check it out. It's called Dating Around on Netflix. Make sure to comment below. Let me know what you thought about it. And here's a clip.
But you lied to a man. You lied to a man.
I did. And I was thinking.
So as long as you admit that.
Yeah, of course. I'm not saying I did the right thing. And I thought, you know what? Like, it's not.
But you ruined 8 years of your life.
I didn't ruin it. I learned.
You totally ruined it. You lied to him and yourself.
Correct. I never said I
You
didn't do
agreed
it.
to spend the rest of your life with someone in front of friends and family, and it was a complete lie. How could I ever trust you?
And as always, family, I appreciate you checking out the channel. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and comment below. And till next time.